If you have a website for your business and you are currently or considering paying someone to add more traffic to that website, to grab more eyeballs, to bring people, more visitors to your website, I would strongly advise you to first find out one thing. Do you even know how many website visits you get in 30 days? If you don't, you should find out. So go into your website and look, or call the person who handles it for you and ask them, how many website visitors did I get in the last 30 days? And then compare that against how many leads did all of those visitors turn into for your business. See, everybody thinks about how to optimize their sales conversion rate. And I strongly advise that you should. That's just not what this video is about. I have videos on why I strongly encourage you to optimize all areas within your business before seeking the help of someone outside your business. But this conversation is about paying for more traffic into your website. What is the percentage of customer traffic that you're converting through their visiting your website into an actual lead? If you don't know that number, you should not be considering purchasing more traffic, which is ultimately all you're doing. Paying somebody who's going to optimize some things online or run some ads or do some organic SEO on your website so that you can rank higher and be found by more people. But how many of those people are you converting into leads? Do you even have an action-driven website? What journey did you create for your customer when you designed your website or had somebody design it for you? 90% of the time, probably more, everyone is just trying to build a nicer looking website than their nearest competitor. It's a vanity race. Who has the better logo, who has the cleaner looking website, who has the better photos, the better video, who says they've been in business longer. And that's all great. We're humans, so I understand why we do that. But that's your story, and the customer doesn't care about your story. The customer cares how you're going to fit in to their story. And what we really like as humans when we're in need of something is to be taken by the hand and led by the expert. And in this case, your website is the first introduction to a potential customer. And what your website probably says right now, if you're like most businesses, is here's all the many reasons that we're amazing and better than the other guys you might call. Oh, and as far as for what you came to us for, I hope you find it. And then when you find it, I hope you feel brave enough to reach out to us. And then when you reach out to us, I hope we're in a good mood and we handle your call with white glove service and great hospitality. But either way, it's on you. You've made it to our website. Now do the homework and see if we have what you found. This isn't a good website. You need to create an action-driven website, no matter what business you're in. What's an action-driven website? Rather than just being a boring online digital brochure that you have let someone just vomit SEO and keywords all over. And although those things are important, and those can still be all over your website, okay, rather than only providing that to the customer, you provide them a journey. You provide a filter that's going to take them by the hand, guide them through your website to get and gather all the correct information about exactly what they came to visit you for today. And at the very end, you're going to ask them to become a lead. You're not going to hope that they find what they need and then go click on contact us and then fill out the form and send it in, or maybe call, or just keep checking out more websites because ultimately they don't feel that their need has been met and they land on the second, third, fourth, or fifth website. And now as far as who or why they're going to call who they call it really is up in the air at that point. I don't even know what would make them choose one versus another. I promise it's not because of your better photos or video. And it's not because you said you've been in business 10 years versus their 7. And it's not because you said you're the best, because anyone can say that, which ultimately just everyone is sharing leads. Because there is really no rhyme or reason in a lot of businesses as to why a customer chooses to call the one that they choose. after looking at a few websites. But I promise what will make them choose you is having this action-driven website. No matter what business you're in, what industry, what products or services that you offer, if there is a multitude of products that your customer could come for, or you offer a single product or service and there is a multitude of reasons why they could come for that, we need to find out why. When the customer arrives on your website, you have your main header or banner image at the top. Right there is where you need to address the customer. What brings you in today? What brought you to us today? Let's find that out, and then let's see if we can serve you. You can still vomit all the other stuff down, all the way down the homepage of the website. But the first thing the customer needs to see is that they're in the hands of an expert. They're not trying to figure out who is the best expert. They're in good hands. What brings you to us today? And then give them options. These options would be buttons or call to actions. They click on the one that they want. It takes them either further down the page to an anchor, if it's just a landing page or a one-page website, where they can find out more about that. Or it takes them to another page on the website specifically about that need. And in most cases, there will need to be 1 to 2 more options that they can further filter down to what their specific need is, because they want to feel heard, they want to feel understood, and they want to feel that you're not just an expert in residential glass, but that you are an expert in glass in the side light of their front door that was damaged by a kid throwing a rock. So they want to know that you can repair the glass in the side light, and they want to know that you offer some kind of emergent service because they're missing glass. Once you get them to where you can no longer continue filtering through to what their exact need is, you ask them to become a lead. You don't hope they go to the contact us form. You have a call to action that leads them directly to it, or it is right there on each page at the end of their little journey they've taken with you guiding them. Now, this form can either be different for each page so that when it's submitted, you know exactly what page it came from, or it could be the same just pre-populated generic form that just happens to be on every page, where there's a drop-down option on that form where they can select what page they were on or what service it is they're offering, so that you're that much more ahead when you call them. Now, that gets into speed to lead, and that's a completely different topic, and I have a video about that, and you should watch it. If your speed to lead sucks, you have a real problem. You should be getting to every customer, whether it's a missed call, an email, a form submission from the website, within 5 minutes. And if you're not doing that, then you need to figure out a way to do it. But you would be amazed at how a customer will not feel the need to go any further to search and look at your competitors if you've already taken them by the hand, asked them to engage with you. What brings us in? I'm going to click this option. Well, what caused that? Oh, it was this option. Perfect. We're experts in this, and we're going to be able to take great care of you. Fill out this form or just call us. Here's some of the things you can expect. Watch the amount of website visitors that you convert to leads blow up. In most cases, none of your competitors have this. I don't know why, but no one is doing this. Everybody is on this vanity race. Okay, either because they just want to look better than the competitor, or some outside agency has convinced them that that's going to be the key. I'm not saying that the website doesn't have to look good. I'm not saying that the site speed doesn't need to be quick. I'm not saying that your quality of your photos and videos shouldn't be decent. These are all things that definitely help. I think about being dressed to impress. Your website is the first introduction to a possible or prospective customer. You want to look nice. You want to look the part. And so I'm not saying that that's not important. But what I am saying is that more importantly than that is going to be when the customer lands on your site, do they feel that they can just relax their shoulders, take a deep breath, and that you've got it from here, that you're going to guide them from here? You're the expert. They're not. They've done their part. They realize they have a need for the product or service. They've searched online for someone in their area. They've came across you and see that you're somebody who is saying you're an expert, or Google is saying you're an expert. They've clicked on your website, and then you're asking them to go on this wild goose chase through your website to try and see if you have exactly what they need. Most customers feel that their need for any company's product or service is special or unique. You cannot tell me that you don't get those calls, those interactions with customers, where just the way they are talking is as if maybe you haven't came across their situation before, or maybe you really haven't had something as emergent as what they're dealing with, or maybe you haven't dealt with someone who's doing it for the reason that they're doing it. They all feel that they're special. Make them feel special. Show them that you think they're special. You are in the business of serving this customer. It's not crazy to go a little above and beyond to cater to the customer. The more you cater to the customer, the more customers you'll have, the happier customers you'll have. If you do anything at all from this video, make one change. Just offer one option on your website. What are the top 3 reasons, 5 reasons, 10 reasons that a customer might land on your website? And at least filter them off just one bracket down to what those services are. And watch the amount of leads you get increase. The amount of phone calls, the amount of website form submissions, watch it all increase. Then and only then maybe you will then want to continue that down and dial it further down, unpack their need further and further until you feel you've reached a point where there's no way this customer cannot feel understood at this point. They definitely feel understood. They definitely feel that this is the expert who can handle my exact situation. And then politely ask them to become a lead. Call us right away. Send us this form. We'll get back to you within this time frame. Tell them what to expect after they submit the form. Tell them what to expect when they call, and not just that you're looking forward to it. You don't need to change your entire website. In fact, you don't need to undo anything on your website. All I am recommending that everyone should do is add something to their website, which is create a hospitable journey for your customers to filter down to what their exact need is, so that in the customer's mind they say, no one else is providing this. These guys know exactly what I need. It says right here they're the experts for it. I don't need to look any further. This is new to me and feels cheesy at this part here, but if you would, maybe like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you thought this was helpful in any way, just subscribe at least so you get notified when I upload new content. And when I upload content you don't like or need anymore, then unsubscribe. Thanks for watching.